Hi, it's craftwithjayne.co.uk and today I'm bringing you a corner pop-up easel card. It's quite a cute little card. That's the easel element just there that you pop up, and it folds into a 4x4 size. It could be posted in the UK. To be honest, it is relatively bulky, so it might be worth posting it in a padded envelope. However, it's a great little card. I like to do these every year. I've used the magnet for this one. And last year I did one with a cute little suite that we had with these little houses. Sorry, where it's been folded flat. I'm just going to recrease that. And it's got a cute little house there with a Merry Christmas on it, and it's got like looks like the Alps with the mountains. But this one I did as a Velcro, because obviously if you've got young children you're sending it to. And this one I actually made quite a few of them, but I sent them out to people with young children as well because I thought they looked quite cute. So I didn't really want any magnets, so I used the 3 Velcros there. So this is going to be today's cute little project, which is these lovely corner pop-up easel cards. I start off with an 8x8 and whatever colour cardstock that I'm choosing to use. So I've actually got the thick basic white here, and then on one side along the 4-inch mark I am going to score. So I'm using my paper trimmer for this because I'm going to do a bit of scoring and cutting at the same time. So then on my other side I'm going to take this to the 4-inch mark, which you have a little lined ruler just on the side of this trimmer. So I'm going to place it in the centre and I'm going to cut up, and then I'm going to score. So I now have 4-inch by 4-inch grids box here, and I've got a cut in the middle. So I'm going to get my bone folder and I'll just burnish that there, and then I'm going to start with these two here, and I'll burnish them there. I'm going to fold them the other way now, and I'm going to burnish it just here like that. Okay, perfect. Lovely. Okay, so I sort of have the basic shape for the card, which is going to go like this. Okay, so now I'm going to do some layers. Now I'm going to do some further scoring, because I need to score from this corner to this corner and this corner to this corner. You can just have a straight card like that if you would like, but I quite like the interesting feature because I just think it displays pretty. So I'll get my trusty trimmer back out, and I will score from corner to corner. Just make sure I'm using my scoring tool and not my... Now you can definitely do this with a ruler and your stylus, not an issue at all. I quite like doing it this way. I find it a bit quicker, a bit neater, and for some, I seem to make less mistakes doing it this way. There we go. So I'm going to get my bone folder out and burnish these as well. So they're going to go that way. So I'm going to... Perfect. And this one just here. Great. Okay, so that is all of the burnishing and cutting, and then that will fold into that star shape there. So now I need to do my matte layers. So for my first matte layer, which is the bottom piece, I have cut this matte layer as 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then I've done a DSP layer at 3.5 by 3.5, and I've glued that on already. So I'm going to get some of my Tombow liquid glue out. So for these corners, because you're going to make them slightly smaller, so I'll show you, than this main layer here, because we're going to be separating them even further, the layers need to be slightly different. So I'm going to do 2 of the squares for each side, and they're going to be 3.5 by 3.5 cut corner to corner. So I end up with 2 triangles. And then I'm going to do that twice, so I'll end up with 4 triangles for each of these. And then the DSP layer that I'm going to use is a 3 by 3, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to cut that from corner to corner, and then I'll put it on either all 4, or I'll pick 2 different patterns. So have picked 2 different patterns. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put these 2 here and this one there. Yep, I think that looks quite cute. So I'm going to glue these on. So this makes quite a fun little Christmas card, 3D project, but a card as well. And you know, if you've got that important family member, it's certainly worth, or friend, certainly worth pulling out all the stops, I think, to make this a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so I've allowed that a little bit of time to dry, and I'm going to use these layering circle dies to cut a few shapes to create my base for my easel part of the card. The DSP that I've used is this fabulous DSP just here, and it is called the Tidings of Christmas. Okay, so I'm using these circle layering dies to create the base for my easel and the easel itself. So the mechanism, I've done it on a piece of scrap paper. So this sticks to the bottom, and then this becomes the mechanism to create the easel. And then you end up with another card. So very much like that, and then you can push that up. So like that, but you push that up and you have a stopper there for it. So for that, it means I need 1 circle piece. And then I'm going to need a double circle piece that doesn't completely go to the edge. So what I did was I double layered it, folded it in the middle, double layered it, put my circle die just coming off the edge there, and that created this. So I have that circle piece. I've done the scallop circle for the base underneath, so it would be just under there, and then I've done my double piece. So I need to score one of these sections here, and if I lay this flat, you will see that I'm scoring it at approximately the 1.5 inch, because it is a circle is approximately the 3-inch circle. So I'm going to get my scoreboard, sorry, I'm going to get my trimmer back out, and I'm going to score it at 1.5 inches. So I've got my, I'm going to score it that way, sorry. So I'm going to make sure this edge gets to the 1.5, which it's just at now. Yeah, just at the 1.5. That looks straight. Perfect. And score it. There we go. I have. So that's perfect there. Happy with that. Looks like it's scored well. Fab. Okay, so now I'm going to start to assemble some bits. So I'm going to glue this onto here, and then I'm going to glue this onto here, but only on the bottom half here. So let's start with this section. So that's perfect. So that's like that. Now I'm going to glue the base of this to here. That is perfect. Lovely. So now I'm going to put my magnets on here. I'm going to have it set up when I go to glue this on, because I have fallen foul before where I've glued it at not quite the right angle, and then when I've made the card up, that's been slightly off centre, and I would like it to be precise. So I'm going to put my magnets on next. So these are the tiny little magnets. I bought them off an internet company. They are very small, and please be very careful. Not advised to be put on projects that children will be having. And you can see there's 2 very strong little magnets just there next to each other. I'm going to use my mini glue dots to adhere them. So I will just get a glue dot out. I will be placing both magnets on quite firmly to pick the glue dot up, and I'm going to place it roughly in the centre just there, and then I'm going to put another glue dot on top of this magnet like that. There we go. And then I'm going to make the card close, press firmly in the center, and then try and gently separate the magnets. There we go, and press them down individually. So now when I fold the card, there we go, it's all set, ready. So now I'm going to attach my easel fold. So I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to attach it so it's central So I'm going to glue this, back of this. There we go. And make sure that it looks central. So I really want this bit, the folding bit, to be facing me. So I'd like it to be equal, and then that section to be straight, and that looks relatively straight. Happy with that. So I'm going to press down quite firmly. I'm going to open it up and press down. Okay, lovely. So next I'm going to use the Stitch So Sweetly dies, the littlest one here, to make my little sentiment, which is actually going to become the easel stopper. Tidings and Trim in Sweet. And I'm also using this die cut here. You can see this one just here in gold this time as opposed to silver from the Tidings and Trim in bundle. So my Noel's there. I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop onto the back of my Noel to elevate. So I'm going to put a couple because it needs to hold the card, the easel part of the card, in place. So I'm going to put much more than I would normally put, and I will take my backings off. And sort of put the card back into place to work out where I would like this to be placed. Okay, so I'm going to try and go centrally again, and I think that sort of looks okay. Yeah, happy with that. Lovely. Okay, so that's on there now. So then I've used the Christmas season stamp set and dies just here to stamp out and then die cut some of the leaves. And so I have these just here. Okay, so I've allowed that time to dry. So now I'm going to pop some of the holiday rhinestones on, and I think probably going to use the red ones just here. Absolutely fantastic basic rhinestones, do love them. So I'll pop one just here and a smaller one just about here, sort of adds a bit of bling. And then I'm going to pop one next to the Noel just to the side, so I'll pop that just here. There we go, and that is my corner pop-up easel card. So I do hope you like it, and I'll pop the other one next to it just here. Clear this off for you. So they do take a little bit more effort to make, but I just think they're so exciting and fun to be receiving. They're just a little bit something different on the mantle this Christmas time. So if you have enjoyed the video today, please do subscribe. I'm nearly at 260 subscribers when I film this video. I'm filming it about 3 or 4 weeks in advance, so hopefully I'll be a little bit higher by the time it comes out. And if you comment, I will respond, and please do like and share as well. So if you like any of the products used today and you think you might like to purchase them, I might be delighted if you would choose me to be your demonstrator. Please follow the links below to shop with me or join my team. I'm always very grateful if anyone decides to shop with me, and I do send out thank you cards and gifts as well, and particularly if you use my host code. So I'm going to say bye for now and happy crafting.